So it's July 3rd, 2026. Basically, I guess there's another woman with my name here. I don't know if somebody decided to go to her and tell her to mess with my things, or told me about her so that I was like, oh, she was doing mail fraud against me. So I reported her as having mail fraud against me. Now she has people following her as well, because there's unclaimed probates in her name. I don't know what has happened to her, because she did have an apartment, but I wanted to go over there and see if I could talk to her. And people were like, don't go to her apartment. That is what I was instructed by directed energy weapons through the federal government, as well as confidential informants who are stalking me. They want to create a scenario, because I do believe that cloning needs to be regulated. I think it needs to be addressed in Congress, in the court systems, and I think that it is being abused. I don't know if she ever looked like me. I don't believe she did. I really don't. I believe in my particular instance here in New York, nobody looked like me. There were people that followed me and used my DNA to create 3 or 4 of me. That is what I believe. And they were artificial ones. But as for New York, I don't believe that there's anyone here that actually looks like me. Now in California, thanks to, I'm just going to be honest, freedom of speech, thanks to Elon Musk, there were, supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but supposedly, there were people that looked like me. However, I think that that was a lie as well. I think it was identity theft. But again, Hollywood uses cloned versions of themselves. It only costs $3,077. Remember that. Cloned versions of themselves to make wealth or to do trafficking businesses, because people are like, oh, I want to screw Beyonce, I want to screw whoever, so they make alternatives of themselves so that they have that for the clone. And the clone's like, this is great, all I have to do is walk around, act like her, and open my legs, because the clone is programmed to do this. Okay, so, or there's, I don't know, that is my idea, that they're cloned to do this and that they're using them as that, or they don't even know that they're being used. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know all the specifics. All I know that it is a crime enterprise. It's a criminal enterprise to clone me, claim that I have an identical twin, and use me in a different country for human exploitation and experimentation. And this is what they're doing, and this is why people are targeted. This is why all of a sudden you can't get your mail. This is why people are breaking into your house. This is why the police won't take your reports, because they know exactly what's happening to you. And they have people with money that are intentionally doing this to destroy your life, because they don't need you anymore. They already have a cloned version of you that's doing something that, against your name. They want to get rid of you, okay? And so for me, I kept on working. That's why they kept on trying to get rid of me in work. Because if I keep working, it shows that I live where I live. And so that's why they destroyed my employment. However, I did file my taxes too, so then they couldn't do life insurance policies to claim I was dead. They couldn't, continue to steal money from my 401k. That's why veterans end up having nothing when they're older, because they're getting stolen from. We should not do that to our veterans, who put their blood, sweat, tears, and lives on the line so that you guys have even the ability to do this crap to people. Have some respect for the people that are trying to protect this country. So, this is what they do, and Hollywood did this to me. So I don't know how many of me exist in Hollywood. I don't know how many of me were made in videos and posted all over Twitter, TikTok, my intellectual property used on Netflix and other things. I have no idea, because I was just being a nice little electrician, nice little maintenance girl, doing construction, living my life, and they were coming in, breaking into my apartment, using directed energy weapons, raping me at night, and then recording it and claiming that I was doing a prostitute business. That is when you are targeted. When you don't know what's going on and people are following you and people are calling you a prostitute, a whore, your work is having problems, you lose your job constantly, you don't understand why, this is why.